kickoff for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st down, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's coming. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Working quickly here.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
from the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So the penalty backs him up. Here's 1st and 20. He's got Devontae Smith. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Liking 18.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He'll put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield to as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
A.J. Brown.
I can promise you that is a throw as a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Working quickly here.
That's good. For Eagles, first down. First down and goal to go.
From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
19 Lions, 70 Lions, 18 Pioneer.
Back to pass on first and 10. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1.
A gain of 12
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens make it a 1-point game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens tie things up at 14.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. take the lead on the first play of the drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Ravens 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
The Ravens take over first and 10. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
60 Bison. Ready, ready.
This is Henry on second. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Up third and 3.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Two. Cougar 19. Steady.
We'll go with a design keeper. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
What is going on here? He doesn't let this one go into the end zone. He's going to return it from the goal line. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 7-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Deep shot off his back foot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Hurts trying again on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to Houston in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Play action. Hurts has it. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Hurts yet again. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they go, getting set for third and 4. Hurts throwing again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Jones out there to return it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
Come on. 79. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
The Eagles into the nickel. Third down coming. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Jordan Stout on down to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That's taken at the 15. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Great.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And this one is launched. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
28. Ravens 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
On the ready.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. Big man's showing up the yards. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game in the first half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They send a man in motion. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Eagles 28, Ravens 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out. To the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. A lot of space ahead. 30. There he goes again. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles lead by 14. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
Here's the backup. First throw. Into the hands of Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Buffalo 18.
2nd down pass play coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Gotta be lying. 18, 5 here.
To the air on 3rd and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. That's completed right side. Hits the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
42. Ravens 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
It's an option. They're going to get to him, and what a shot. The football's out, and the Birds got to it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Hurts on 1st down. Chased out to his right. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Eagles 48, Ravens 20. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete Derrick Henry. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the burst over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Throwing now off the play action. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 9-yard line.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. He's trying to push the field. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. The Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 63, Ravens 28.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Come on, 19 tight, 19, 70, Timberwolves.
From the red zone on 1st. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens continuing to fight at least. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Sending him up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
63, Ravens 34.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Starting from the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a deep shot here. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Hurts throwing again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hurts yet again. Escapes out to the left. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Another score for him this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
63.
Hurts looking to throw. And that's caught. Great call, even if the points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2.
71. Ravens 34.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
18 Rattler. Ready. Patrick, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon, 60.
They're going to try and throw it here. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sticking to the air here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Let go.
He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
71. Ravens 42.
You know what? you know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense empty in the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Good, set. Anyway, up. Hey, easy, 63, back, 73. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Cut by the open man. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for second.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hurts on first down. Buys time, rolling right. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hurts trying again on second down. Forced out to his right. He finds Brown right side. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
On the move, headed right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Another score for him this game. Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Eagles 79, Ravens 42. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10.
Gotta be lying. 19 tight.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Hold it ready.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Down.
Out of the gun, Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing it on second down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
Well, he certainly gave it his all in pursuit of the record, but his kick doesn't connect from significant distance. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Hurt. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
63, 63.
Hurts from his end zone. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A.J. Brown. A pickup of 13 on the play. It's 3rd down and long.
Crowd left, get it.
Complete beyond the marker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Great.
Hurts now from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Tiger Hornet.
It's Hurts once again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally...
No place to go. Ravens take him down. Offense in a hurry up here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Hey, 73.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over just beyond the 20 at the 21.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed to Flowers. He's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now. Come 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Another two-point try coming for the Ravens.
Panther 60. Panther. Here we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Caught at the one. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut two more off that lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Got his man. That's Brown again. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions. You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
70 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7.
Back to throw. Has it at the 7. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor.
Intercepted in the end zone. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety.
Result of the play is a safety.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. We'll take it from the 1. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Buying some time left. He's on the run. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Eagles keep running away with this. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Ravens 52.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Pass play on first and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
First down.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hop, set. 70 Rangers. Set.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Andrews snags another one. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Trap 60.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
60 Bison. Check, Bobcat, check. Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
60 Eagles.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Tiger Hornet. Alpha. Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yeti.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Set.
They're going to pass it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
Ready, go!
They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Cougar 19, down!
Back to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Eagles are on it, and down he goes. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Quarterback is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3 and out.
Ready, hut!
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready.
4th and forever coming up.
Step 18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. What you got?
Desperation time here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos. Ready.
All right, they're gonna throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
And a good stop by the defense to limit this damage. They gave up 8, but they still forced this 4th down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.